Now, Cornwall has set itself the ambitious aim of becoming the official focus of European culture over the next 5 years. Promoters say their plans could boost the local economy to the tune of £500 million and create thousands of new jobs. Philip Lote has this report.
For goodness sake,
Liverpool's year as European Capital of Culture in 2008 pushed all the right buttons. It was a visual and economic success. Now Cornwall wants to be centre stage too.
It's very different seeing culture set in a rural environment where actually, in our case, there's natural beauty as an added ingredient to your cultural experience, whereas often when you're thinking about, for instance, a city break where you're taking in culture there, you know, there's a more gritty urban feel to that. So I think it's quite a new idea for people and one that they find really exciting.
So what's the detail of Cornwall's Cultural Olympics? Well, it's bidding to host the European Arts Festival Manifesta in 2012. It wants to be a UK City of Culture in 2013. And finally, it wants to be European Region of Culture in 2014. £800 million found its way to Liverpool when it was European Capital of Culture. If Cornwall is successful with all its bids, then potential costs to the local taxpayer could reach £17 million. But supporters say it'll be worth it.
We would only be spending that sort of money if we were definitely allocated the status. And of course, we would be guaranteed at that stage huge, we'd be talking hundreds of millions of return. And as a businessman, I know that's the sort of return that you'd be looking for. And I say we have a fragile economy. We're trying to rebuild it, largely with Objective 1 and our convergence funding. And that's too good an opportunity for us to miss because we've got a job of getting out of recession.
But Cornwall isn't alone. A long list of other locations are bidding to become UK City of Culture too.
Basically, Cornwall's identity is so strong, it's so powerful, but we need recognition, we need support to actually take that out to people and make much more of it in many, many ways. That's the economy and in people's self-belief in what they are and what is special about Cornwall today.
I think at this stage there is still a potential for this to bring a lot of jobs and additional investment to Cornwall, and so it's right to pursue it, but we have to keep a close eye on it. And if at any point it seems unrealistic that Cornwall is now sort of dropping off the scale for getting a serious bid together, then that will be the time to review it, maybe cut our losses and do something else. But I hope that the bid's a success, and I hope that the money that's been put in up to now reaps the reward that we all want to see.
Well, I'm standing outside Truro Cathedral, one of the cultural symbols of Cornwall, and I'm going to ask people sitting outside here whether they think it's a good idea that Cornwall should be a European region of culture.
Lots of people, they think of Cornwall, they don't think it's very cultural. I definitely think something should happen with regards to that. I think it'd be really good for everyone down here.
I suppose if in the long run it will create more jobs if we can get a better name for ourselves down here, tourism and all that. So in the long run, I think it'll be money well spent.
I think it deserves more recognition for the culture that it has. I don't think it's recognised enough for the different culture it has, like the Eden Project and things like that.
The judges will find it hard to challenge what Cornwall has to offer in terms of its physical beauty. Whether the county can see off the opposition on the cultural front is another matter.